Welcome to the Port Charles Update with your hosts, Mish and Mel.
Hello.
Hey, hey.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. I was trying out something new there, but I don't like it.
What was it? Oh, hey, hey, hey. Very Moana of you.
Feeling the vibe. I'll try something new next week.
That's a really good way to get people to tune in. Okay, so Carly talked to that guy. What's his name even?
Honestly, I'm sure it's in my notes somewhere, but I think I wrote
Not
that
in mine.
guy.
Yeah, I wrote Guy. Carly and Guy were talking. It
New
doesn't
guy.
it doesn't like help her case to be talking to that guy.
Well, I have to admit that I was a little confused at first.
Very.
Also, long day at work, and you come home and I'm just like, wait, so was she involved in the plan? But she's
No.
not. She just
No.
wants to be now.
She wants in on the plan, and she wants that if the plan is happening for it to be good, but he's not doing a good job of convincing her. And then she was like, it's really good for her. She's the best person for the job. I'm like, yeah, an unqualified 20 something is the best person to run a multi-billion dollar company for the first time because she
You know,
surfed with her dad in Australia a couple times. Okay.
Okay, so also in my notes, I wrote Jack's guy. It wasn't just the guy. And then I did finally add his name in Hudson Parker.
Hudson. All right.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. So Lucas catches her. She looked all kinds of guilty.
Lucas just like goes from house to house until he gets his apartment. He's just like, I'm gonna pop in
Oh.
here, go to work. But you know what? I did really like what he had to say
Mm-hmm.
about where she stands. Like, I think it's important sometimes, like, there's not many people she'll listen to or at least entertain the idea of what they're saying. And I like the way he laid it out.
He forgot one thing though.
Tell me.
Because Carly's going off about the fact that Jocelyn's making choices that are endangering her life. And Lucas talked about how Bobby had to stand back and allow
Yes.
her to make her
Yes.
choices. And I'm like, why didn't you just tell her the choices you made very much endangered your life? And it was really weird later when she was talking to Valentine saying, like, I don't really regret anything. It was just odd because it's like Morgan is all I kept thinking about.
Okay, so you bring up a really good point because as you were talking, like my videographic memory was coming back with
Mm-hmm.
exactly that moment and exactly that thought because we have talked about, but I don't think they have talked about exactly that, how their choices are parallel and there are dangers involved, one on the right side of the law and one on the opposite side of the law, but it all kind of falls into the same circle of choices.
Yeah, like they're like the same choices that endanger you. But it was just, again, very weird to have a romantic moment between Carly and Valentine where she was saying, I made my choices. Nobody could have talked me out of them at that age. So again, just stop trying to talk Jocelyn out of her choices. But to say that she's no regrets
I know, like it's
because
kind
it
of
led her
weird.
right to him. I'm like, a lot of bad things happened along the way,
And
though.
this is why they say,
So much kidnapping.
do they say that love makes you stupid or blind? I forget
Blind.
which one. I'm,
Blind.
I'm kidding, I
Blind.
know.
Okay, so like again, this whole Jocelyn CEO storyline. So then she goes to talk to Michael.
Yes.
He gives her the whole parent
Mhm.
talk. She doesn't really like it. But this is
Nope.
really funny, okay? This is actually really funny because you have Jocelyn in the other scene acting like her mother. When he was
Yes.
cautioning her against Willow, she's like, I'll hate it, but I'll leave her alone. And I was so stunned because again, they're actors. They're not actually related, but she
Yes.
captured Carly so well in that moment.
Right? It was so bang on. Like, I love how they're doing this. The writers are incredible at, tying all of this together, the history.
Okay, so did you realize that Jocelyn was dressed like a CEO?
Yes, it was.
To make of this, I don't even know if I should try to make something of this.
I was like, well, I got excited there. I was like, oh my gosh, she's gonna tell me what's happening.
Again, there's so many unemployed rich people looking for CEO
CEO
positions.
jobs.
And then you have,
God,
but
I
it was
need
just,
to move that town.
it was just like a cute visual, right? She's just in her pencil skirt. And she's like, come on. And he's like following her everywhere like a puppy dog. Um, but then it's like Hudson also has like a side story, but I feel like they're switching that side story because the original thing is he's a bad dad. That's how I was
Yes.
seeing him, right? Ethan's like, he's so horrible. He can't have his baby.
Maybe it's because he just lives too far. Like, what's their definition of bad or
I
not a
don't
good
know.
father?
He hit Ethan. He hit Ethan
Yes.
and then he
Yes.
put a bug in his room.
Yes.
Okay, that's weird. Again, if you're working for a company, why are you doing all of this? They made it
I
seem like he
agree.
was so dangerous. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? Typing really fast? Like, I don't
So
understand.
fast.
So he's hanging out with Jocelyn by the dock.
Mm.
Always have to remember that she lives there.
I know, me too. I was like, why is she just like working and
I'm like, Michael left.
That's
Michael left.
exactly what I thought when I was watching.
But she was so cute with that baby. I love the scene that she was being adorable, letting the baby play with her hair and all that stuff. Because
Yes.
again, it's really iffy when you have scenes with little kids, how that's going to go.
Yes.
So I thought it was so cute. And then they had to say, "Oh, you're adopting." And there's
I
only
know.
one couple in Port Charles who are adopting. Mm-hmm.
A baby. We know the whole story. I'm going to share every single detail with you.
But did you see the baby staring up at him, being like, "Hey,
Yes.
hey, it's me,
Dad,
Papa,
Dad.
me. You got it." It's just, she's so cute.
So cute.
So now I don't know, because you have this, again, this CEO situation, but it just looks like Jocelyn's taking Hudson and being like, this is your baby. And then being like, oh, Hudson's not so bad. But then what happens to her father's company?
So are they going to run the company together? Is Joss a part-time CEO and a WSB agent?
Like, I don't see how she randomly stops being a WSB agent. She said it feeds her soul, all the like murder and stuff. And then, but I also can't see her just handing over that company either.
Same.
Where is Jerry in all this?
I mean, that's a great question. Maybe he has kidnapped Jax. Maybe Hudson
To be
is...
CEO?
I don't know. I just keep thinking, like, why won't he answer his damn phone?
Anyways, I don't know. I don't know if anyone else knows where this is going. But it's like going into the Brooklyn storyline. It's touching on Jocelyn.
So many people, y'all.
So many people. It's about her career path and a baby. Okay?
We would love to hear your opinion.
We'd love to hear you fill in all the blank. All the blank. That is the storyline. Okay, so another thing that happens. So she confronts Britt. So Britt sees Jason in baseball.
I can't, but continue.
Okay, so in baseball, they saw each other. And she had a pretty good question. She said, could you really stand back if Sonny was ever in danger? And at that point, I'm like, whose side are you on? But good question.
Good question, yes.
Good question. And, anyways, what do you think
No,
is the answer there?
This is hearing time.
No, I think it's Jocelyn. Like, I think, look, if she lives up to her reputation told to her by the doctor, then she'll know of dangers before the dangers happen.
True.
Right? Because she's supposed to know stuff before they happen. Well, she's not a psychic. She's an agent, but she's supposed to know.
I was like, tell me more.
I don't
about
know what the agency does. Anyway, so going back to Britt and Jason, there's that question. And then I felt like they were alluding to this narrative, and I was kind of getting fed up of it. Like, oh, please stop the whole narrative that Britt is selfish. I mean, look, she chose to do what she did for life-saving medication. Yes. That's how I felt in that scene. Okay? Yes. But then when Joss said some stuff about her point of view, about Britt's actions, I was like, Okay,
Damn.
so all of those times, it turns out it was months she was in a basement.
Yeah.
I didn't know. It was months. I never really in my head during that was like, oh, it's Brit's fault. Kind of was. I didn't. She did point Cassius in her direction.
Truly, she did. Like, Brit just stumbles into things, but there are consequences. And this is where it gets dicey because how is Jason? He was patient and he wanted to know her side of the story, but then what?
I wrote that speech is the end of Jason and Brit. That's what I wrote.
100% though, right? Like, he is so protective of the people he loves. Brit even says Joss is like a daughter to you.
I mean, she's even trying to lead him away from her, and he's like not seeing it. Like,
They
just go.
they have zero spark. I can't take one more
No,
hug
they love each other.
through hugs. Not even the special kind.
Think that Elizabeth and Dante are for sure gonna get an on-screen love scene.
1000%. Those two off the charts, early stars. Love them.
So it's hard for me to be like, sure, you love each other. I don't know when it happened, but you keep telling me it did. So they're having that conversation, and I feel like, look, Brit had a good reason to crime, 100%,
Yes.
but not really for sharing Joss's WSB status. And I don't think it helped when she was like, I just needed to give him a heads up because of, the crime and all.
Criming. Mhm.
But she did have another good point. It was her brother, and she didn't want him to get caught doing crime. And then for months when she didn't see Joss around, she didn't think he had anything to do with it. I don't know.
It's it's so much because you want to cheer for her.
I
You want her to
do.
have this path of redemption and be back to the Brit that we saw a couple of years ago where she was like finding her groove in life and she's just constantly stepping in it.
Did you notice that in Joss's impassioned speech, she's like, I'm alive, no thanks to you, but thanks to your brother.
Yeah.
That was, you gave something away
You
there, and
gave it away.
I'm waiting for Jason to like stew on that.
Mhm.
So about Brit.
OMG. How much
Yeah.
did you love her scenes with Sunny? Like, Sunny also gets an early star because he gets some solid advice all week.
So solid. Very solid. He's like, are you seeing a therapist? Because you should. You seem like you need it.
He's like, I do, just like, we all do, but you need it more.
That's what it felt like. Okay, I want to do this, but in the event that I don't, I want to describe it to you. So if everybody can just close their eyes and
Okay.
picture the scene where Sunny's like, you need therapy. And she's like, no, I wanted to do a montage of Peter, like of all the different times she hallucinated him.
Especially in costume.
Yes. And then he was outside the door. And I'm like, if he's in your imagination, he could have been in the room. Like, it's just.
I know, that part confused me a little. I'm like, is he like actually following you though?
It's just, I don't know how I'd feel about somebody being like, hey, can I have a piece of your land? I just want a secret
Cash.
piece of land
Cash
for
money.
me where no one knows where I am. I'm like, if you think she's therapy, she probably doesn't need to be alone.
Right?
Alone like that. And I didn't know he had property in a mountain. This year we found out that he had tow trucks. And now he has
That's
a mountain?
true. Apparently.
So she wants to be neighbors? She's gonna put Brit in a mountain, and it's gonna be the exact same cottage that Nina and Obrecht held Peter.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I kept thinking to myself, is this a way to like get Anna off the show? Because if Obrecht catches wind
Yeah. So
that
bad.
Anna, healthy or not, harmed her daughter, her only
Oof.
surviving child, she is going to kill her.
100% she will.
So yeah. Really bad. Really bad.
Maybe she's going back to like, what is it? The one in Port Charles, Ferncliff, or
Yeah. or Shady Brook.
Shady Brook. Okay.
But this is bad because like it's starting, right? She's getting her piece of land. Jason's part of it. Joss is part of it. All of that. And now we have like Doctor Guy. They had their little WSB cute little meetup.
That was actually pretty adorable because he is adorable. Anna has no idea what's going on, but she's still giving him flirty eyes, even though they're like crazy flirty eyes. And then Joss comes in the picture and she's a little like uneasy, but is you see there's like a tiny little spark.
So like what? A love triangle between Britt the doctor and Jocelyn?
Maybe?
Like there's no age in this show.
Well, that's exactly it, right?
But I can see that. I know Hudson's a thing, but I don't know how much of a thing.
More like a one-time fling thing.
I don't know what he is. Do you think he could end up with Brooklyn?
Ooh, no, I do not see it.
Because we said that she's gonna end up with the baby. Like he's look, I said this from the start. He's gonna die. Like he can't stay on the show.
Hudson?
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Given the whole Phoebe storyline. Because if he stays on the show, then it's like he has to be there to be constantly fighting for Phoebe or having an amicable relationship to be around Phoebe. So I kind of feel like he can't really survive this. It's either it's either he dies or he like dates Brooklyn.
Just one or the other. No middle ground.
I don't know.
I just don't see a spark. That's all I'm saying.
No. I see none of that.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of Brooklyn, I don't even know how to
What part?
talk about the fact that Chase has zero shame about being caught cackling with Willow about Tracy, topless, in front of your wife, where you know this is a huge problem. This is where Gregory needs to come back from the dead to slap him in the mouth. And then
Yes.
after, like, again, they've had marital issues. Willow is the issue. And he followed the path all the way into her home and was like, I'm going to just keep staying here. And then
For
after
hours.
this, he tells Brooklyn, I don't want to be like tone deaf about Willow. Well, it's a bit late, bud.
It's so unbelievably ridiculous. Like even when Yuri had to tell Tracy what was going on and that he's been helping with the move all morning, helping unpack boxes. Like
Yeah.
she literally already had help, Chase. All you had to do was, hey, welcome to the neighborhood. See you around.
Yeah, but they bonded, right? They're both outsiders.
They did.
And then I'm sorry, this lie, his family never accepted her? What? They all rallied when she was sick.
Gosh. That's exactly it. I'm like, her narrative and him just literally eating it up with a spoon is so ridiculous. Her take on what her life was is so. She believes it so hard too. It is fascinating to watch.
It's never what was shown. She had a good relationship with the whole family. Everybody adored her. And when there was trouble with Michael, or like she was starting to have feelings for Drew, she kind of just described it as more like they disconnected. That Michael doesn't really involve me or tell me things where he's like standoffish. And she felt that Drew was maybe including her more and talking to her more. So truly, it was just that those two as a couple had just been a little disconnected, living their own lives. But beyond that, like the man didn't do anything to her.
Nope.
So this weird narrative that they're switching, which is, oh, right, she lived with a rich family, so they must have done this.
They must have treated her poorly and made her a slave.
Yeah, Michael pushed her around.
Yeah.
I'm like, how much did he push you around? You had like your own secret life. Like, I mean, you had cancer and never told him and did all that stuff separate. You even like did a whole bunch of separate stuff with his uncle. Like, how did he push you around? You didn't do anything he wanted.
Yeah, pretty much. You had your own career. Like, you did all the things.
All the careers you wanted.
Exactly. Thank you.
It's just crazy.
It even gets crazier with her next visit, but let's conclude this Chase cuckoo banana situation.
Mm-hmm.
So we always knew the timer with Chase was on since, he took her side through the trial and all the things he's done with his career. But now it just feels like it's in fast forward. How long do you think it's going to be before something happens? Or you brought up a
Hmm.
great alternative suggestion last week. Not necessarily that something will happen with Chase and Willow, but that he'll walk in on Willow and
Yeah.
Michael. So like which one are you more excited about and how fast do you think it will happen?
I think it would be more funny if she slept with Michael. Okay, but they're really throwing us with all of these potential romances. I mean, look,
Right?
Michael is unattached and there's time to build a bond with Jordan that's already being bonded.
Oh yes.
But it's funnier that way because Chase sees her one way. She sees he like Michael is so terrible. But then Willow's not going to be there being like, "Oh, Michael made me." She's not going to do that. But for him to kind
Exactly.
of see that, yeah, I would like him to lose everything without actually crossing lines. Like he has these ideas of right and wrong, and he's been slithering on the edge of wrong. So I think that it would be justice to lose everything by slithering on the edge and not actually crossing a line because he doesn't think that anything is wrong because he's not currently sleeping with Willow.
Ooh, okay. No, I think that's what's gonna happen. Like, honestly, because this week they gave us a little tidbit of circling back to the fact that why Brooklyn did what she did when she was talking to Tracy was just
Hmm.
to change Chase's perspective on Willow.
Yeah,
So that's still a key component to their storyline.
but that's a big question.
Mm-hmm.
Him changing his viewpoint about Willow, is that going to then be what Brooklyn needs? Because she thinks that that's all that's required. But what if he changes his perspective and is complaining 24/7? Why is she with Michael? Why would she sleep with him again? After everything he's done. Like, so when Willow is less mad at Michael and now Chase is mad at Michael, how is that going to work? She's going to be so irritated because now Willow is no longer going to be the issue and it's really going to be Chase.
That's exactly how I see it unfolding, and that's what makes it so beautiful and layered and complicated because at
Mm-hmm.
the end of the day, it doesn't matter if she lives far away. It doesn't matter if she lives on the property. It's not about that at all. He will never give up his ideals about her, talking about her, his friendship with her. So it leaves Brooklyn in a very difficult spot to make an actual decision. Nothing she can do or anybody else will do will change that.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe I'm defending Willow, but to be honest, she took advantage of an opportunity. She didn't go chasing Chase. Chase inserted himself, and then she was like, I kind of like this. I think
Yeah,
I'll keep it. So I think Chase needs to be aware that he was chasing, whether he realizes it or not.
exactly. I love
Yep,
it. Yes.
Chase chased. So Kai, oh my gosh, early gold star for his anger and his delivery
Bravery.
and
Yes.
his like do what you want. You can't manipulate me. Loved it.
Well, calling on her BS because a weaker person would be like, wait, did I murder him and you did not?
No, but it's true. Like he stood his ground. She tried poking holes, being like, "You didn't see it, did you?" He's like, "You're a murderer." I think the confidence really she didn't like it.
Yes, she did not like that. She brought even Trina in. She tried to pull at any thread she could to pull him apart, and he stood strong.
If she had a leg to stand on, she wouldn't be unpacking still.
I know,
Like
right?
what does it matter? Like even if like again, you're saying, "Oh, you can't prove it." So why are you there? Why are you
Hmm.
living there?
It's
Like it doesn't
wild.
matter what you say to Kai. The fact that you were unpacking your home and living there means like it's good to go. All's well for Kai and
Poor
Trina.
Willow in the mansion compound close to her children. Boo hoo.
Again, like what is Nina doing? Because Willow is acknowledging that she made several mistakes and that her mom was right. And then Nina's like, well, hindsight is 2020. No, you saw what was coming. You didn't need it to happen to know. You told her.
I know. I'm kind of upset with what they're doing with Nina right now because there was a point where she did put her foot down and was truly honest with her. And right up until like the drug part even, like she told her everything and all of a sudden she had this conversation with Brennan. She's doubting what she's doing. She's trying to save Willow, I love everything Brendan had to say about the situation and trying to empower Nina and for Willow to make her own mistakes. And now she's pulling back on it, right?
Yeah, I think they're like, I hear what you're saying, and I am a bit annoyed because they're taking this away from Nina. So rather than Nina being the one to just have enough and to find herself and to sort of stand up to Willow, because she had told her off, or like there was really epic scenes like a while back calling her out, but they're sort of handing that to Jack. So that's what that's about. Like I don't necessarily think at this moment Nina's confused. I think she's really just lost, and she's really just one track mind when it comes to Willow. She's trying to hold the only space she knows how to hold in order to hold on to Willow. So I think Jack is really there to snap her out of that. So it's like a team effort rather than like a Nina effort.
True, and I hope that works because at the end of the day, like at some point this all has to stop, and that's what Nina had said. Like literally that's the advice she gave her.
Hopefully they can both get there, but I guess I was hoping to see that Nina arc where the
Yeah.
dynamic really shifted in their relationship. And perhaps this really is a crisis, right? Nina's daughter is living somewhere she doesn't want to live. So she's
Hmm.
probably just focused on that and changing that outcome. But again, I'm not convinced that Willow hates it as much as she says she does.
I know. Well, same thing like Drew. Like he's so uh for so long he just wanted to like be in that house and be accepted and be seen in a specific light, and that's Willow. She's saying she's empowered and she's a different person, but she's still looking for ultimately acceptance.
Hmm. Absolutely. So you mentioned Drew.
Our little Drew.
I love how he decided to be a better person. I just need my list to be smaller.
Okay, so I found that interesting as well, and I'm loving him running around town just being like cuckoo bananas. But one thing Ava said, I'm wondering if you felt the same thing as me. Is it
Okay.
leading to something bigger? She specifically used the terminology, um, you're not using a cane anymore.
Yeah.
And the whole Drew Cane thing. So, with all his redemption, and then right after that is when he's talking about the list of people he wants to,
Hmm.
make amends with. Is this his very slow path back to truly being accepted as a quartermain? Do we see, we wanted the storyline of him seeing things in a different light, being accepted back into the family, fighting together against certain things. Do you think that was like a tiny little nugget, or am I dissecting it too much?
Well, I think it's because we talked about that being his story, but watching today, I'm thinking, okay, well, it looks like they're moving in a very unexpected direction. When it comes to Drew, as I keep watching him, we have these moments, right, where it looks like it's not fully redemption. I just think if anything, they're turning the dial down slightly on
Yes.
his aggression because it was a lot. So I feel like he's going to be reasonably angry, a more reasonable toned down villain. Except for when it comes to Scout, that part is still very extreme. I'm
Hmm.
really confused at the Sunny thing because what Ava and Drew don't know is that Sunny's leaving the business. They think Sunny's weak because Jason's leaving him.
Yes.
So then what happens when everyone's like a business person,
They're gonna try to buy each other's businesses and take
right?
over. What is it called? Like hostile takeovers.
Yeah. So and with Ava, to be honest, when she was having that talk with Drew today, and she was talking about like, or was it Portia? I don't recall, but just the fact that she's saying things like, there's always just we're on the brink of war when it comes to Avery. That was the point where I feel like maybe you guys also need a hobby because Avery's getting
Right?
really big. And here you are getting yourself all riled up over a potential custody battle. It just felt really strange to me. So, I mean, look, I definitely think something romantic's gonna go down there. I'm not really sure they're
Yeah.
gonna accomplish anything with Sunny per se, but just the shift and everything. So I feel like, look, I don't know if it's a different direction or just a ton of fake outs, because when you talk about him being back in the Quartermain house, I'm thinking back at that scene because I'm like, oh, well, Jordan did her thing and Drew's around them, but I'm like, I can't help but notice the moments between Michael and Jordan being like, we both had the same accidents, sort of. We both have the same experiences. I'll be here for you. And I knew the moment she shut the door, right? This is her first moment as acting CEO. She overrides Michael in front of Drew. The door shuts, and I'm like, this is the moment Michael's gonna see Jordan like the way we see Jordan. Like
Well,
how
he looked,
clever she is.
yes, he looked her up and down hard.
Yes. Yes. So when I see that, I'm like, I don't want Jordan anywhere near
Oh my gosh.
Drew.
No, but the best was this is when I knew 100% something is happening with Michael and Jordan. It was the Curtis moment when he's like, "You're my friend. I trust you. There's nobody I trust
Yeah.
more. You look out for me. You look out for my company, my girl." I'm like, "Yeah, that's done."
Because I was reading it through that. So everything felt like an innuendo to me
Yes.
because that's all I was seeing.
Yes.
Um and so with Drew and Michael, I was like, okay, well, he's in they have a little orbit. But then I remember what Michael said. Like, because he said we got screwed over by the same vindictive person or whatever. And then
Yes.
Michael says you got what he deserves. So it's like he knows. He knows Willow
I
shot Drew.
know.
And it's not making him empathize with him. But maybe the empathy comes with the drugging.
Okay, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There could be a path to redemption, but they're really turning the volume down on that. Like, it's not a direct path. It's not what I thought, right? Coming out of that experience and being a whole new person, I think it's going to be a slow thing. And again, how do you expect to be bonding with your nephew again when you're planning on going after his father? And right now, the goal is to go after the mobster Sonny. Again, nobody knows why. The mobster Sonny because he's dangerous.
So yeah, that whole I do think it's a fake out just for him and Ava to have a hookup or potentially a relationship.
Okay, yes, that makes a lot of sense because I look forward to the scene where they're like, Sonny's out of the business. So so what do we do now? I don't even know what their plan was now to begin with. So
Same,
that was
same.
interesting. Okay. Okay. A couple I did not see coming. Like at all. At all. So Lulu bursts in on Carly and Valentine.
Yes.
And Carly gave her the best advice she could, which is to get a life. Valentine started to fish around her love life.
It was by far, I think, my favorite scene this week, and I feel like they pulled on the actress that plays Carly's real life because she loves pickleball in real life.
Exactly. Exactly. So that was such an interesting choice in that moment. And I think that scene in particular is essentially shifting Lulu's focus, right? Her storyline. Because
Yes,
it came off
absolutely.
looking like it was her obsession with Charlotte, but it shifted dramatically and we saw the scenes that followed and they stuck with that theme of her just not having a life and not having a man.
Okay, so I definitely had to do the math a little bit, like the
Okay.
family tree math, just to make sure. Okay,
I want to hear this.
Rick and her are not related in any way.
No.
It's just her ex-husband's uncle.
Yeah.
He's slightly older, but we said, poor Charles is kind of ageless. I can 100% see how they're both a little neurotic and how it could totally work.
That's the thing. Like when I saw that, I'm like, she can go from Sunny's ex daughter in law to sister in law.
Your post killed me. Like when I saw that, I busted out laughing.
But like when I was watching last night, I'm like, pariah pairing.
Exactly.
It's later drama,
It is. It's a fantastic B story.
less
Her
serious.
Yes, and her track record isn't great. She kind of touched on it incredibly lightly with her mom. And she doesn't think love's gonna be in her life, and then it's just gonna like be right there all the time.
I love when she was talking about she can't even say Cassius. She said Nathan, and she goes,
I
"That whole
know.
thing felt like a violation." I'm like, "To who?"
Oh my God, yes, that's exactly what I yelled on my TV. I'm like, excuse me, finish that sentence.
Like just the fact that you thought Nathan would be into you.
I know, like, what kind of delusional, I mean, we know. What am I saying?
But Rick, he had the talk with Sunny. The man was gonna propose
I
or
know.
propose to propose.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't believe Sunny. So he goes to his brother being like, I love her. She's always been the one. And then Sonny's like, Rick, between you, there's been 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, he literally told him there have been many, many, many men. And I was just stunned at that scene. I was like, am I really seeing this? Is this hilarious?
No, it was such great advice. Like, does she know you've had problems before? Have you discussed this? I'm like, where's this logical Sonny been?
They're not in any scenes together. I know that's a weird thing to be like, are me and my girlfriend in enough scenes to be married? No, you're
No,
not.
probably
And
not.
like Liz and Dante, my favorite line is take off your pants, I think.
Oh, best line of the week with a straight face. Like they
Yeah.
have to get through these things usually on one take, and his face acting, next level, honestly.
Like she did it all with confidence. She's like, take your pants off. I'm gonna evaluate you. And then
I'm a nurse. I'm in marketing.
I love that line. Take your pants off. I'm in marketing. I can help. And then just the fact that her boyfriend walks in and she's like, what?
How dare
What?
you be upset about what you're seeing right now and misinterpret?
His pants are off and I am going to touch him as a
I'm a nurse.
professional. Okay? What do you think? You're not a medical professional. Do you want to be involved in this in any way? No? Okay. I don't
That scene was off the wall. I'm like, was this literally scripted? Because this is wild.
And then Dante is trying to include him also in the whole underpants situation, being like, hey, there's a bookcase that could use wrangling. And he's like, no. And he walks out. I'm like, that's terrible to not build something for your girlfriend.
I know.
And then after that, Dante's like, I ordered this pizza, girl. Like, do you wanna? Do you wanna? And then Elizabeth, he should have stayed. There was like enough pizza. I'm like, that's not the problem, whether or not you had enough pizza.
But how, like, she just kind of skipped to the door. She's like, oh my God, you totally read my mind. Pizza. Like, Rick was gone from her brain.
Like so gone. And then she's like, oh, whatever. He'd be jealous of the pizza delivery man. Like that's just who he is. Like she was just talking crap about him. And it's like, I don't know. You see Rick, you don't say, hey, uncle. What's up?
Wait, all of that. But it's like, it's such a guy move, though, to be like, and a girl move, depending on where you're at in your stage of life. Be like, tell me all your problems with your person.
Yeah, that's the gateway. That's the gateway.
All of it. Trust me and tell me everything that sucks about them.
Yeah, like the moment you randomly make a male friend, like Dante's been in your life for so long, but suddenly you're spending time together. Like, tell me how much Lulu sucks. I'll tell you how much Rick sucks, and then maybe.
It's so silly and so cute. I did love that she then told him to put his pants on afterwards.
Oh my gosh. Like, that's bad. And then Rick went to Lulu, but she's not gonna scheme.
No.
She says she doesn't want him, so they're probably gonna spend time together. But is she okay with Elizabeth being with Dante?
She didn't seem bothered by it at all.
But then she gave him really good advice. She's like, you should trust Elizabeth rather than push her away with your controlling demeanor.
I can't with her. She doesn't listen to herself.
Literally, she regurgitated everything Valentine and
Yep.
Carly told her like a second
Yep.
ago. Okay, the cute part though of Carly and Valentine was when he was talking about 6 years from now. I'm like, is he like straight out of a romance novel, this man?
I can't with him. He's like too much and too cute and adorable. And
like
their banter. Like, oh, you miss having me in the attic. You miss having me cook for you. Like, oh my God.
They're so cute.
Yeah.
Like, we talked about Jordan, but we forgot to talk about the fact that she just lost her man.
I don't think she cares.
I mean, it was hard, right? She held on to that table when he walked away. She was like, ooh. Like
that, oh, okay, so
furniture.
they're another couple that I do not see the magic between them at all. Like the chemistry level of what's happening.
I mean,
right
I
now
saw
is
it in their
zero.
scenes. I have to admit.
Really?
In their intimate scenes, I was like, okay, I think they're into each other. I mean, it was on screen, Mel. So
I think that's where your focus is right now. It's like, I saw them
That's
touch.
real.
A
I saw it
lot.
for sure. It's for sure happening. No, like, I feel bad for him. Like, I know I asked for this, but I still feel bad. Alexis gave him advice. She said, "You got this. You got prison, and prison's got you." So,
I it was great advice though, honestly. I think he needed it from that
yeah.
perspective. I kind of forget sometimes that was part of his story. And it wasn't sinking in. Like honestly, I was like, well, like he's doing his goodbyes, but it didn't hit me until at the very end when he got the montage.
Yeah, that's a rough montage because we've seen it before and it sucks when it
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
And he said bye to people and then he
Hmm.
left. The baby was
Yeah.
adorable though, because like
Oh
Trina's like
my
singing the
gosh.
dramatic song and
Yeah.
putting him down, and then he takes his pacifier out and he's like, "Yeah, sang it." And I'm like, this baby does not understand this scene. Like,
No,
so
no, he's not rolling with it. It's a
wrong
sad scene.
tone.
Read the room, baby.
What is with Trina? Like, she sat with a newborn for a couple of hours and she's like, "No, I'm gonna drive this baby all the way to jail and hang out." I'm like, I don't know if you know
I
about taking
know.
care of babies in that way.
Or jail.
Yeah, that part, that part too. Like, not in the first few months, germs
No.
at all.
She's got a lot to learn.
First few
Maybe
weeks.
Gio can help her learn in their fake
Oh,
coupledom.
they were sharing baby pictures, and even Emma
Mhm.
was able to participate, even though they were not talking about puppies. She did pretty good. She held her own. She's like, "I know what those are.
How did you
Babies."
feel? How did you feel about her being in the work meeting?
In the work meeting. I mean, she's trying. I love how she brought the stalker with her. She's like, hey, Trina, this is what you get for pretending to be involved with my man. Look, she's trying to be the cool girlfriend. It's very
Yes.
different stories, right? Kai is like, I don't care. Do you? I'm amazing.
Right?
Like, he's coming at this all confident. Emma is, yeah, she's struggling. She's
Big.
struggling.
She's like, I would like to contribute to this meeting. Tell me more about marketing.
And then she's like, I think you should pretend to be with Trina. And
Mm.
then he's like, no, but probably after. It's like, even if they're not going to do it for marketing, they're going to bond. Like, they live together. Like, Emma's
Exactly.
worried about, oh no, you might post together in a poster and people might think you're together. You write music together, you hang out together, you live together. That's
Yeah,
what you're worried about? That
I
other
don't think
people
she
might see them in a poster together and think, oh my God, are you together? They're literally together all the time.
It's Emma.
Hmm.
I don't think there's too much in that's happening about that. I'm trying to be nice.
I know, I know. And then the stalker guy was there remembering all the details.
Do you remember
Of,
that time, June 12th at 2 p.m., and you ate that salad? I saw you then. It was cool. I
do
like
you
that
still
salad
eat
too.
salad just like that?
Exactly.
And then I was laughing because of, like, if he leaves, he's just the slits in the wood behind them were so wide.
Oh my God.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, if he goes around and we just see his eyes staring, it'll be hilarious. They didn't show it, they showed him actually doing it. You know?
His point of view, his
His
POV.
his his POV, but I'm like, how are they not seeing him? Because you can
I
see
know, right?
so clearly another person. I'm like, so you guys are just chilling while the volunteer at the animal thing is just on the other side, staring at your eye holes.
It's, yeah, that's a logistics corner. That's perfect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Like, and in terms of all of like the Curtis Portia stuff, do you know how bad Isaiah makes Curtis look? That now he's gonna make himself look like a saint by dropping the civil.
I know. That's incredible. But okay, about those scenes,
Yeah.
I do love that they addressed Portia's healing process.
Oh, yeah, because immediately I'm like, she can't. Like, what's going on
Same.
here? The baby is, and then right away they were like, we hear everyone talking into their TV right now. She cleared herself because she's a doctor.
No, I love that because I don't think we've ever heard that. So, like, I thought that
Really?
was very refreshing. Like, from what I remember, and you know how super great my memory is.
Excellent.
Excellent. But I really appreciated that scene and that like
That it
logistics
was
of all of
real.
that.
Yeah, it looks so
Yes.
real how she was walking around, her body's all functioning. Because I was looking at John, I'm like, no. I'm like, right now, everything would be hurting. Just
Yeah, big
hurting.
time.
But
I'm
look,
tired.
I'm happy for her. She's living life. She's doing brunch. She's getting to reconnect with Isaiah
Mm-hmm.
while Curtis and Jordan babysat for like a minute.
Yes.
I don't know. That's like Jordan's situation is just crazy. Like you fought for him and then you
Yeah.
told him to fight for himself. I don't know. 1 + 1 = 2. Sorry,
And you
Sarah.
also and you also caused your own accident. So there's so much
Oh.
that is just so bonkers. And it's basically like Curtis amped her up. She amped Curtis up. And then it
Mm-hmm.
escalated to a point of no return as to where we are right now. They're hoping 2 years, but we don't know if that's going to be the situation. Like, it's like there was this show on Netflix called Beef.
Yeah.
This is what it reminds me of.
Yes, that's good.
So it's wild. And now we saw like a little like Jens in his beige outfit. So what's gonna happen there? Is Curtis gonna have some sort of interaction with Jens? Is something bad gonna happen to Curtis? Like there's so much more to Curtis's story that I don't think is gonna be good.
I mean, this is a lot.
No,
This is a lot
it's a
because
lot.
when I think back to what Alexis was talking about, yes, she was talking about staying sober, but she also talked about his bitterness, which is exactly what got him here in the first place.
Yes.
And it's kind of intense that he has to go through all of this to kind of get off his high horse, if
Mm-hmm.
you will. I don't know what to make of the Jen's interaction because the whole time I was watching, I'm like, what are you even talking about? It doesn't even sound like Sonny came to say anything. He was like, "Hey,
I
I'm gonna buy
know.
your properties." But then I kind of figured it out at the end is basically Sidwell saying this isn't over. So I'm like, okay, that was sort of the point of the scene. We see where Sidwell's at
Mm-hmm.
and that it is not over. That's I got that message loud and clear. We haven't seen the last of Jens.
Exactly. So like, which is fun because he's such a wildly interesting character to watch.
Yeah, but what that means for Curtis, I don't know, right? He does like Jordan,
Yes.
but he did threaten her, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. What's she gonna do about that?
I mean, I don't know. At this point in time, he could harm Curtis out of revenge.
And then she'll tell Michael, and Michael will tell his dad.
Or he could not necessarily harm him, but slowly push him back to drugs.
You think like, oh no, what are they gonna do to Curtis?
I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, they could go away with this because with Alexis bringing it up, and we all kind of, that's not top of mind when I think of Curtis's character, that's what
No, it
he's still
wasn't.
doing because it's off scene, right?
It was a background. It was a background thing, right? It was the
Mm-hmm.
premise as to why, for instance, Jordan wouldn't hire him as a cop
Yes.
at first for a while or something like that. But I'm
Yeah.
thinking, I'm thinking this though, in terms of
Oh,
the
yeah.
arc. Like we're thinking, okay, like is Curtis gonna become better? You never know. It could go either way. But I'm not
True.
sure. What are we gonna see? Are we gonna see a hardened Curtis after this? Are we gonna, by the time he gets out, are we gonna see a more softened Drew?
Oh, okay. Hmm.
I don't know.
We don't know.
And that's the most important thing.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we talked about all this thing. Oh gosh, we didn't talk about one thing.
What?
Charlotte
Oh,
and Danny's
uh,
ridiculous
no,
plotting. I can't handle it. I don't even know
no,
what to discuss with this, but I was so
no.
disgusted with
Yep,
how she's playing Rocco
yep.
and that they're going to get themselves because they've never actually gotten in trouble or had any
Mm.
consequences for what they done, but I feel like this one they will. I don't think Drew will do anything to them, but in creating this whole situation is where they'll get themselves in trouble before it even gets to Drew.
Hope so. I mean, if you think about the conversation Rocco had with Laura, she did warn Rocco saying that Drew is very vindictive. And when it
Yes.
comes to Danny and Jason and the whole Sunny thing, he's really, really unhinged. But I absolutely agree with you. I think this is going to be the moment where they're going to face some real consequences. Just not sure exactly how or from what angle, but they will. They'll understand where Rocco's coming from.
Yes, I need to see that happen for
The
sure.
guy just apologized to his sister for talking crap about his dad, and then you're gonna
I
go and do
know.
that.
And what she said was it was factual. Like if Scout finds out what you're doing, you're jeopardizing that relationship.
She's like, we're just gonna do what we do. We're gonna just never get caught. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I need to see their bubble being burst. Okay, now we've covered all the things and talked about all the stuff. I have one line that I vaguely remember, but it's more so I want to talk about what I think the line was.
Okay. Yeah, it's remnants of the line.
It's when Rick actually shows Sonny the ring without really context, and he's like, "That's not the cut that I like." So he made a dad joke about the ring being for him, and I very much appreciated Sonny being a grandpa dad in that moment.
I don't think I don't think I wrote anything.
That's okay.
It was take
I
off your pants. That's what it
Of
was.
course, absolutely, samesies. And okay, so we're gonna give it's gonna be a new star for like the new couples. So like the stars for
Yes,
the future
yes,
couples, right?
yes.
Okay,
Ric
you
This.
go first.
Oh, wait, but this is Thursday.
I can
So
go.
Michael Jordan. I just heard it. I just heard it.
That's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
That was
Rick,
perfect. Okay, so yeah, go ahead.
Rick, Lulu, Elizabeth, Dante. Don't know about Brit, but the Robert and the Joss and the Hudson.
And Ava and Drew.
The Robert and the Joss and yes, Ava and Drew.
And do you have any more? So those are like, I know we're not
Oh,
getting it. Yes, tell
Lucas
me.
and Detective.
Fitzpatrick.
Thank
Yes,
you.
because they're going to live in the same apartment
They're
building.
currently
So
living in the same apartment but don't know.
I love that. So usually we're really excited about like these summer romances, but I like that they're wrapping this up like a Hallmark movie for us and pushing all these new sparks into the fall.
Yeah, yeah.
Loving that hard because then they're going to have their
Oh,
little hot chocolate thingy and all that great stuff.
we forgot about Gio and Trina.
Oh my gosh. My
Yeah,
gosh, there is a
a
lot
lot,
coming up.
a lot. We
I'm
just
so
made it up.
excited.
We like made it up. We don't know, but we're like, there's so much about to happen, everybody.
Get ready for the fall love season.
We should totally make that commercial. That'd be so good.
Right?
Yeah.
Like honestly, I feel like I've given all the stars because that really was my focus this week. Just thinking like who's paired with who, what's the
Mm-hmm.
timeline gonna be? I can't wait to see that all happen. Do you have anything to add?
No. Oh,
Perfect.
yeah. Yeah.
Baloney.
No. I thought you wanted me to say my cutie pie.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. Oh my gosh. Okay, perfect.
I think I'm gonna put Joss and the baby because that's what I'm staring at right now.
It was an
So cute.
incredible, beautiful scene where she just rolled with the situation, and that baby is cute as heck. Share your handle with us, please.
Oh yeah, at Cutie Pie Coloring is the Instagram page. You can access the link to buy the coloring book through our page or going on to Amazon and searching Cutie Pie Coloring Book.
Oh my gosh, what an interesting week. We talked about all the things, we covered all the stuff. That's a wrap, folks. Have a fantastic weekend. Bye bye.
Bye.